Tonight, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Chicago Bears.
Opened back in 2003, have a look at the Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Chicago Bears. There's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And this could be a whole lot of fun, because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section, where the columnists write possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
On play action, they'll throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long third down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Out of the gun now on third down. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Fletcher Cox, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So here come the Eagles for their initial possession of the game. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the 43-yard line.
Second down at 5. Play action. Here's Hurts. And Walker with it over the middle. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 16 yards, a first down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
But first down, Hurts. And now he'll tuck it and run. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run with Sanders, and they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Hurts. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point, and that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders there to make the grab, and the Eagles have taken the early lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. 25-yard line. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game, and on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score. 2nd and 6. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. We've seen the pressure get to him several times in this game. There, though, we see him escape it.
And we've seen this rookie video before as well. That type of pressure, oftentimes, what do you resort to? Your legs, try and escape. What you hope is that this doesn't become habit for him, that he learns how to handle the pressure, still keep his eyes downfield, and make some throws.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Eagles have recovered. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. He'll start with a handoff to Sanders, and he'll get this only up to about the 35.
26, Miles.
Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Eagles 7, Bears nothing.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. This ball complete to Rager. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And he finds the tight end, Rodgers. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Sanders. And not much, maybe a yard down to the 23.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The Eagles on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing is Hurts. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. From the left hash, this from 37. The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
Makes the score Eagles 10, Bears nothing.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. From the 6. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big pickup of 38.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Montgomery. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
David Montgomery.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So on fourth down, Cairo Santos on now for the Bears field goal. From the left hash, this from 37. Santos' kick is up and through, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
Eagles 10, Bears 3.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points. Not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25 yards.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Walker with a grab, left side. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And he's going to keep it here. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Hurts to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. The sack there by Roquan Smith. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
44, Mike, 44.
They go play action with Hurts. Steps away. He's going to take off with it. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 6 there on first. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. It's taken to the 26. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing well, your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Hurts sets up to throw it. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That'll be caught. Rager with it. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and the Bears take over. David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw a strong first half from our quarterback. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. From the 6. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
at their own 25-yard line.
Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now we have Kelsey, slow to get back to his feet. Appears to be shaken up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
They'll run on first down. Sanders. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Sanders. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally wrestled down at the 11. It's a gain of 35.
For another Eagle.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
2nd down. Here's Hurts. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Hurts. He may try, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Eagles add on to their lead. They've already been on record as saying, hey, if our rookie quarterback's going to tuck it and run on a scramble, we kind of hold our breath. Well, that was a maybe no, yes, as he's able to get into the end zone.
Are you saying he's got to learn where the line is about whether you keep your eyes downfield and try and find a receiver, or you tuck it and go? And I think there's going to be some growing pains with that. I think in this case, he made the right decision.
And we know he's got the speed. He showed it there. They'll turn to Sanders. They'll try and run it here. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
That keeps the score Eagles 18.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete to Mooney. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's James. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval as a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Montgomery. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. This will be caught at about the 5. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Fletcher Cox, his 2nd sack of the night. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, yeah, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him. So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football, not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This just a 24-yard attempt. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Pat O'Donnell.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. We've seen him be good so far. He's hoping to continue that trend here in quarter number 3.
And typically when you see guys running it this well, they see the game in slow motion, don't they? They see the cuts happen. They see the blocks happen. They feel really good about their vision. And then they use their legs to find that open space.
And he's had some good help up front to boot. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
He finds an opening past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And Walker with it over the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Hurts pass, intended for number 12, incomplete. It's second down and 10.
Second and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Hurts. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 14. Throwing is Hurts. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 15. He can't get him down. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a carry for Sanders. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Sanders. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. 2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. This ball complete to Rager. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been tough to stop. 8 for 10 so far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. It's caught. Patton. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Jalen Rager was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Here we go, D. Here
Here's Hurts to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Jalen Hurts sacked.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll drop to throw. And this is caught in the end zone by Jalen Reagor. Touchdown, Eagles. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. That's caught by Montgomery. And some room to work. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agree. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
50 seconds. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And James has it. And he will have the Bears 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you could actually be pushed back before the 1st down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the 1st down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
Try to drop one in, but it's incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Montgomery, he's got it on the draw. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down.
Face mask. Defense.
What happened?
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Dancing to his left. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. I'm pretty sure that was a passing play, but he took off pretty quickly and ran with it.
Love his decisiveness on it, because you're exactly right. He was supposed to go back in the pocket and survey the field and throw the football. But when that hole opened, he just said, forget it, let's go. And boy, did that work out well.
Now the point after try for Santos. And this is back to a 5-point game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. Now back to work for Miles Sanders and the Philly offense. After some early struggles running the ball, they've really picked it up. Early it just seemed like there were no holes there. Now all of a sudden the holes seem to be there. I don't know if that's just my imagination.
And give them credit that they kept their confidence, because sometimes when you get stuffed big in the running game early, especially for an entire half, it really makes makes you retreat a little bit, but not this group. They always have the confidence. If they just get their assignments down, they get in sync with their runners, and off they went.
58, set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. 58.
On first down, it's Sanders. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, let's go. 44, Mike.
They'll go again with Sanders. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. From the gun, it's Hurts. He can run for it, and he will. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. Hurts down to one knee, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.